So here we are with yet another important chapter of class 11th ISC Ecos literature book. So the chapter is The Chinese Statue by Jeffrey Archer. It's an interesting story as well as a story with a twist and turns in the end. So this story is about the Chinese statue of the Emperor Kung of the Ming Dynasty. So how it came to London, how it came to be auctioned in London, and what happened about it. Yes, the statue was considered to be a very important piece of art. So what was discovered? This is whole story about. So it is an interesting story taken from the Jeffrey's collection of short stories, A Quiver Full of Arrows. This is the name of the book from which this story has been taken. The statue, that is the statue of the Emperor Kung of Ming Dynasty, was brought to London by Sir Alexander from China. It was kept as a heirloom. Heirloom? Yes, a valuable piece of art kept with the family for generations. It was kept as heirloom until his descendant Alex, that is the great-great-grandson Alex, had to sell it. Why he wanted to sell it? Because he has made a huge loss during the gambling. So in the process of selling, he came to know a surprising information about this ancient statue. So let's see the story in detail. The Chinese statue for sale. The narrator as well as the city of London was in great excitement to know about the masterpiece that was this Chinese statue that was to be put to auction at the Southby's auction house. Southby, yes, Southby is a multinational broker and agent for the art piece and artworks. So the narrator studied the catalog and wanted to find out that the details of this piece of art. So he decided to find out, research on it, and to know how this more than 100 years old statue came to be sold to the auction house. So what happened? Let's see what he discovered. So the narrator's discovery. The narrator found that Sir Alexander Heathcote, a British ambassador to China, had brought this statue to London. So the Sir Alexander Heathcote was a man of literary knowledge. He had the information about the Chinese culture, its drawings, paintings and artworks, and he had this knowledge from the books that he used to read. And when he got a chance to visit China as an ambassador, he was very much interested, and from there he brought this statue. So now the story, how he got the statue. Sir Alexander's trip to Lichuan. Yes, when Sir Alexander was at China, so during his stay, Sir Alexander traveled to distant places to know about the country and the Chinese people. What happened? Once when he went 50 miles away from the Peking, which was the headquarters in China, to a small village. Yes, he used to travel to distant places, and once he visited Lichuan. Lichuan is a small village of artisans and craftsmen, and there he happened to reach an old aging craftsman house. What he found? Yes, there he found an old craftsman workshop. He, along with his Mandarin, yes, Sir Alexander always used to take Mandarin, that is the guide and interpreter, because he does not know Chinese much. Sir Alexander had to take somebody who can interpret. So Mandarin, that is the guide and the interpreter, went along with him. What happened there? The craftsman was told about the highness, that is the Sir Alexander, and Sir Alexander was elated to see, surprised to see such a huge collection of fine piece of artwork and Chinese. So he told the craftsman about the Ming dynasty and his informations about the paintings and the artworks. The craftsman was surprised to know that Sir Alexander had so much knowledge. What he did, the craftsman showed him a statue which has been with the family for over 7 generations. So this statue is what the whole story about. Now the statue of Emperor Kung was the statue that the craftsman had brought. It had passed to his family for over 7 generations. The old craftsman gave the statue to Sir Alexander to have a deep study. It was an ivory statue of Emperor Kung, a fine piece of art of Ming dynasty. Sir Alexander, who was himself a lover of art, thought that it was crafted by Pen Qiu, an artist who was patronized by Ming dynasty. So it might be around 15th century that this statue might have been crafted. But the statue had one defect. The only defect was that it did not have the base. Statue का base नहीं था. So Sir Alexander was so much excited, so much surprised to see such a fine piece of art that he uttered very slowly. What he said uttered that if he could wish, he could get this statue. It was the Chinese tradition that if an honored guest demands something, request for something, the Chinese do not say no to it. They grant the will of the honored guest. So the old craftsman gifted the statue and he fixed the base from his own piece of work. Since he himself was a craftsman and he had himself made many bases for his piece of work, one of the base he fixed it and he gifted the statue to the Sir Alexander. Sir Alexander was very happy and obliged, but the old craftsman was sad, but he did not show his unhappiness to the Sir Alexander. Now, Sir Alexander's reciprocity, अर्थात what he gave in return. So Sir Alexander did some research work. He also tried to find out the value of the statue. So he found that the value was equal to the 3-year service pay, 3-year emoluments of a British civil servant. That means the 3-year pay that was given to a British civil servant will be equal to the value of the statue. So what he did? So he wanted to reward the old craftsman. So what he did was he came to know that the craftsman always wished to die or retire at a hill at high above his village where his forefathers' descendant had died. So he was aging, the old craftsman was aging, so he wanted to live at that place, at that hills. This thing came to be known to the Sir Alexander. So what he did, he found the old craftsman and his name was Yung Li. Yung Li was ready to retire. He gifted a small, white, beautiful house at the hills above his village where his ancestors had died. It was near the village of Ma Tin. Firstly, the old craftsman refused to accept the house. He knelt on he kneeled down and begged that he could not accept this gift, because it was a Chinese tradition not to accept any gift from a honored guest. But when the Mandarin, the interpreter explained him that the Empress herself, the Chinese Empress herself has given permission to the Sir Alexander to grant him the house. So he accepted. After this, the old craftsman accepted the house. That night, Sir Alexander had a quiet sleep, and he was satisfied that he had done something in return to the old craftsman. Now, on his completion of the service of his term at China, now Sir Alexander is going to return. So, Sir Alexander's will. On his return to his hometown, the hometown was Yorkshire in Britain. So, he made a will. It was a long will, detailed will, that the statue must not be sold. It was very clearly written that the eldest male member will take the possession of the statue, and it will never be sold unless the family's honor was at stake. जब तक परिवार की इज्जत दाव पे नहीं होगी, तब तक इस स्टैच्यू को नहीं बेचना है. So it passed on from many generations, to the Alexander's heirs. Now what happened? Now let's see. The statue has now come to the auction house, Southby's auction house. The statue remained with Sir Alexander's heirs for generations until Alex, the present heir of the Sir Alexander's statue, decided to sell it. Why he wanted to sell it? Due to the gambling losses. He had suffered lot of gambling losses. So to repay them, he had to sell this statue. He found, at this place, he found that the statue was a fake, only a copy of the original. The statue was not the original. So what happened? The narrator who was making all research work on this statue, bought it for only 720 guineas. Just 720 guineas he paid for the statue. What about the base? The base was original piece of art. The base belonged to the Yung Lee. So the base was auctioned to an American gentleman for 22,000 guineas. So this was the interesting fact about the whole statue. The statue that had been passed with 7 generations to the old craftsman house, and for some more generations to the Sir Alexander's family. Then also the statue was found that it was a fake one, not a true or original statue. I hope the story you had understood it and liked it. If you have liked the story's concept was clear, give a thumbs up, and don't keep the things with you. These notes are all available after my video. There is a message flashed as take screenshot, and you can take this entire chapter in a small summary form, so that later on you just go through the video and see this video, and definitely it will be clear to you. This story I am going to make in Hindi also, so the Chinese statue will be in Hindi as well. So see you there. And for ICSE Commerce student, I have always said that your all major subject, accounts, economics, English, commerce, and even Hindi, I have covered in one channel, Sir Tarun Rupani. So if you have not subscribed it, please subscribe it, and a dedicated WhatsApp and Facebook group called as Rockstar, only for ISC class 11th commerce student. So see you there. Bye.